student, myself Rajendra Asiri. I am assistant professor in computer science department at Government Bangat PG College, Didwana, Nagaur. Today we are going to discuss about data type in detail. In C, data type are categorized in various different categories. We can say some data type are of primitive data type, some are of non-primitive data type, or in other words, we can say some are predefined and some are you can say user defined. So basic data types are categorized in four categories. First is primitive data type. In ANSI C standard, or we can say ISO C standard, there are five category. First is char, second sort, int, float, and double. Second category is again primitive type, but the standard is ISO C, or we can say C99. In this, the type is long. We can say long double, long int, long float, long char, like that. Third category is user defined. As the name implies, these data types are defined by the user. These data types are defined by the user. Means the size of these data types are dependent on the user. Clear? Means some data type can be of 8 bit, some can be of 16 bit, 32 bit, 64 bit. It depends on the user. So the user defined data type are struct. We have discussed already about the structure. Struct is a keyword. Structure is basically a collection of different data type. As we increase the number of data type in structure, the size of structure goes increasing. So structure data type size dependent on its member size, or we can say the size of structure is equal to the summation of all its member size. So if the members are increasing, keep on increasing, then the size of structure will automatically increase. So it is basically a user defined data type. Next is union. Union is same as structure. The difference is that in case of structure, we are allocating memory for every structure member in different allocation. But in case of union, we are not allocating memory separately for all the union member. We are allocating the memory for largest union member, and all the other member will reuse that particular memory again and again. So the size of union will definitely be less than the size of structure. So it utilizes the memory in effective way in comparison to structure. Next is enum. In case of enum, we can give the indexing to string values. Suppose I have 7 string values: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if I want to allocate some index value to these string constant, then enum can be helpful in this. Next is typedef is also discussed in separate section in the previous lecture. Typedef means if we want to define different name of a we can say primitive data type, then we will use the type def. Suppose I am writing integer int, so integer is the old name and int is the new name. Or if I am writing int integer, then int is the old name and integer is the new name. So I have to write down type def integer int. It means type def will be define a new data type with the previous name, and it will replace with the new name. Now next derived data type is pointer, array, function, pointer, like that. So what is pointer? Pointer is basically a special variable which hold the address of another variable, we can say. So pointer is also variable, but simple variable holds the value and pointer holds the address. So when we go in a memory location where pointer value holds, the pointer is pointing to a different variable. So when we go to the pointer, it will give us the address of the another variable. Next is array. Array is collection of similar data type. we can say if I want 10 integer, then rather than taking 10 different variable of int type, I can take one variable with the size 10 that will be taken as or known as array. So suppose I'm writing int a in square bracket 10, then a is array name and 10 is size of array, means it contains 10 element, and the data type is int, so it contains the collection of 10 integer, means array of 10 integer. Next is function. Function is basically a program segment, a part of program which is used to perform a independent task. Suppose I want to perform addition of two number, then the task is addition. So to perform the addition, I can write down a function. Function can be of two type: inbuilt function or user defined function. Inbuilt function means printf, scanf, main, clr, scr. So printf do the work is to display the output on the screen or to display the message on the screen. It is an inbuilt function because no need to write down the definition of printf from the user side. Now if I'm saying that I want to perform addition of two number, then I have to write down a named function from user side, addition function, so that will be defined from the user side. That's why it is called as user defined function. Now next is the types are listed in this table. So first, in this particular table I have made 4 column. First, dictate the type, data type name. Second, the size in bits. Third, it dictates some important points about the data type, and next is the, you can say, some other name. So the first data type name is char. The size of this data type is either greater than or equal to 8, means minimum 8 bit is required for the char. Now size of is we can say a special operator which will give the size of every data type. So if we are writing size of in bracket, we are writing char, then it will return 8 in integer form, that is it is returning the number of bits required by particular data type in the form of bits. It need not to be 8 bit. The number of bits is given by the char underscore bit macro. Macro is basically, we can say, just a name which when it is a preprocessor directive, a name which will be replaced by its value when we compile, or before compiling the name macro name will be replaced with the macro value. So header file is for this is limits.h. Now some integer operation can be performed portably on the range 0 to 127. Since the size is 8 bit, that's why we can have 2 power 8 combination, or half are positive and half are negative. That's why 0 to 127 and -1 to 128 negative 9. Now signed character are there and unsigned character are there. Signed character minus or plus will be the sign for that, and unsigned means the size of the character data type will be 8 bit. In signed character, 8 bit will be divided in two part. One is sign bit and second 7 bit are the magnitude bit. Now next is one sample output I displayed here. If I execute a program for character data type, then in character, every character, there are 256 characters are there. The values are from -1 to -128 for negative and 0 to 127 for the positive. So total 256 characters are possible. Every character is having a corresponding integer code known as ASCII code. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Here I have written char value is A and the ASCII code corresponding to capital A is 65, capital Z correspondingly 90. Similarly, small a is having 97 ASCII code and small z is having 122. So if I want to convert from capital A to small a, then we have to add 32 ASCII code in capital letter, then it will convert into corresponding small case letter. Now, if I say the size, if I want to calculate size, then I have to return in the program size of in bracket char. Then it will display its size is 1 byte. Now next line, if I want to perform some operation on signed character, then I have written signed char value is B, and the corresponding ASCII code is 66. It's also having the size 1 byte. Similarly, if I'm asking for unsigned char value for suppose C, then the ASCII code value will be 67. To exit, we can press any key. Now next, some more data type I have listed: sort, unsigned, int, unsigned int. So one conclusion is coming from this slide is that in case of sign, one bit MSB, most significant bit, is reserved for the sign, and remaining all bit will be considered for the magnitude. In case of unsigned, the whole bits, whole number of bits, including MSB, all bits will be considered for the magnitude. There is no need to put a sign bit. So sort is having a size, minimum size 16 bit. It can store integer in the range -327672 to 32767 portably. It reduces memory usage because it is resulting executable may be larger and portably slower as compared to int. So it also taken as sort int, signed sort int, like that. Unsigned sort means the sign bit is not required here. Similarly, next is int. The size is greater than or equal to 16. Basic signed integer type. It represents a typical processor data size, which is word size. An integral data type, it is also known as, it can store -32762 plus 32767 portably. It can be signed or it can be unsigned. That's all from this particular lecture. In next lecture, we will discuss more concept about data types. Thank you.